Hello my fellow geeks. Today I'm going to show you how you may connect your ArduPilot to a Raspberry Pi in order to have telemetry data over 3G. This is a basic setup. You can see here the APM. It's GPS module. This is a Raspberry Pi, and the way the ArduPilot is connected to the Raspberry Pi is through this logical level converter, and this is needed because the serial of Raspberry Pi works at 3.3 volts, whereas the one on ArduPilot works at 5 volts. So this is a basic level shift converter. The other components you see here, this is not necessary for this, but I will also show you how the mini OSD works in conjunction with this. This is a FPV cam, video transmitter, USB-C, and 2 LiPo batteries. I'm gonna connect everything. And while the Raspberry Pi boots up, I will explain you what this does. It will, as soon as it will have a 3G link, it will connect to a VPN server. This is not absolutely necessary for you to do. The reason I'm doing this is because our mobile operator will provide a random IP address, which I do not necessarily know. And therefore, in order for me to try and find out that IP address, I just order it to connect to my VPN server, where I know for sure what will be the IP address. All the serial communication between the ArduPilot and the Raspberry Pi will be routed via 3G to this VPN server. And from there, from the VPN server, I will be able to access it with a laptop or whatever, even mobile phone if necessary. So this will in fact replace the need to have the radio telemetry kit. So suppose you want to have long range missions, you will eventually be, I'm talking about autonomous missions, where you will instruct the ArduPilot to go on a mission by its own. In this case, you will eventually lose the radio telemetry if it goes too far away. And by using a 3G dongle, you will be able to have telemetry data even outside the range of the radio. And this is in fact the objective of this setup. Now you can see the 3G dongle has a link now, and I'm going to attempt to connect to it from my laptop. You can see there is no network cable plugged in this, no Wi-Fi, it's just the 3G, nothing else. So I'm doing a TCP/IP connection, and you can see that it connected. We're waiting to load all the parameters, and it will take a few seconds until we will see live telemetry once it's connected. Just a few seconds now. Okay, it's on. Now I'm gonna move a bit the APM so you can see, if you can see my hand moving and watch the screen at the same time, you will see that the latency over 3G is in fact not that big. Maybe the radio one, it will be a little bit smaller, but the 3G one is just, it's enough. Now I will show you also how you may connect the mini OSD in conjunction with this. I'm gonna power now the 12 volts circuit. And also the FPV screen. And you can see that we have live telemetry on the OSD via the mini OSD and live telemetry on the ground station over 3G. And the way the mini OSD is connected, it's now in slave mode. This means that the transmission from the OSD serial transmit cable is not connected to ArduPilot. So it just receives data, it does not send data. And that's about it. What we intend to do next is to also set up a video adapter such as this one to the Raspberry Pi. This would allow us not only to have telemetry data over 3G, but also video over 3G, because you can imagine that this video transmission is not gonna work that far away. So if you also want video besides telemetry, it would be nice to be able to connect the FPV cam to the Raspberry Pi and stream the video over 3G. Now I have this adapter here. Unfortunately, this is a quite new one, and there is no driver, at least I could not find any driver that would work on the Raspberry Pi. I'm gonna try to find other such adapters until I get one with which will work on the Raspberry Pi. And if you guys have done this before, I would very much appreciate if you could point me in the direction of where I could buy a working USB video adapter. So if you do not know what this is, this will adapt the video composite from any FPV cam. It will adapt it to USB, and from the Raspberry Pi, you could stream it. We will put this up on a DJI F550, and we're gonna see how it works in real life missions. And we're gonna post videos with our results. So if you guys like this setup, if you want to build your own similar setup, just ask us about what's needed on the Raspberry Pi to have this entire thing working. We could even post our Raspberry Pi image if you guys want it. Thanks.